4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to this live stream. I am Terry. Today, we'll be talking about which spiritual practice has helped you the most. I will, of course, share mine, but I'm more interested in hearing your opinion. So, what is the thing you do, maybe on a daily or a weekly basis, that really helps you in your life? It could be, walking in the woods or communicating with your dog or meditating. I don't know. What's the thing you do that helps you the most in your daily life? Please write that in the comments. That would be really nice. I've gotten some quite a bit of criticism on one specific video that I published a little while back. I will be addressing that in this live stream. And it's a valid concern these people have, so I'm happy to address that. I will be sharing one uplifting tool which seems to trump all what is in now when it comes to personal growth. It's been always with us, so you have guaranteed heard about this, but it's a nice reminder. There will be group healing at the end, and you can ask me anything you want if you have questions about the speak up method. And of course, please share anything you feel comfortable with in the chat. I will read it. And it's nice to have this interactivity going, communication both ways. So it's just not about me. I get enough attention during a week, so it would be nice to focus on it more about you. I've written some links in the chat so far. Let's see here. One is the question, which spiritual practice has helped you the most? The other one is the link to Manifest in Seconds. The Speak Up method, if you haven't done that or read that, quite a lot of people have done it, and they report back that it seems to be working for a lot of them. And I will also be sharing one quote from Suzanne Gieseman's guide Sanaya today. So that's the link to her website. I noticed that some people have problems finding the links, but there it is, the Daily Way from Suzanne Gieseman. Taking a nap, not Arctic, right? Okay, so maybe this live stream can be in the theta state, in the between awake and sleep state. Let's dive in and share the Sanaya quote. So this is Sanaya, Suzanne Gieseman's spirit guides, coming through her every day. It's around 6,000 messages coming, and that's where I wrote that link, right? And this message is the one that I mentioned, that this seems to be valid no matter what is in right now when it comes to personal growth and spirituality. This is always a good thing. So I'm assuming you heard of it, but it's a nice reminder, and as always, very nicely written by Sanaya and Suzanne. It is called the post today in gratitude. The picture is of an angel. And maybe you know the expression that's flattery will get you anywhere or everywhere. If you flatter people, that will help you a lot. That's the saying, right? So here goes the message. Gratitude will get you everywhere. It is far more potent than flattery, which carries a positive vibration akin to gratitude, but it's not quite the same. Gratitude releases the hold on the self. It aligns you to something beyond the self, acknowledging that you are not a soul agent, but an agent of the soul in this incarnation. When feeling off balance, judgmental, frustrated, or any of the many human traits that keep you out of tune, find something for which to be grateful and bask in this energy. There, attunement beyond ego. It is a wondrous state. You are so very loved. I really like this. And it's, we know this to be true, right? It's what we mentioned last week. What do you focus upon? It's linked to that. But gratitude, if you have a bad day, focus on things that you're happy to have in your life, and your vibration shifts immediately. There's no time lag in that, right? It's really, and also I worked as a coach earlier, and I helped some people with public speaking, and gratitude also helps with the nerves, the public speaking nerves. If you take a little time out and just focus on what you're grateful for before you go on stage, poof, the nervousness, fear of public speaking, maybe not gone, but it's reduced a whole lot. And science backs this up, actually. Dopamine and what's the other good stuff you get? Focusing on gratitude releases those chemicals in your brain. So you can actually measure, in that case, gratitude in terms of dopamine and I don't remember the other ones, but yeah. So gratitude is wonderful, just wonderful. Begum writes, I couldn't find Suzanne's free email sign up. No, it's if you go to the link there, Begum, link to Suzanne, and it says the Daily Way there. Just click from there, and I think it's that you sign up for her email list, and you just click on the things you want to receive, and the Daily Way, the daily messages, is there. There's also an app. You can if you Google the Daily Way or Suzanne Giesemann, you can search for the app. It's free, and it's the messages coming every day. Yeah. Good morning from New Zealand, Chrissy Green. Yeah. Yeah, and here's the reply to the question: what spiritual practice has helped you the most? And Chrissy writes, walking and sitting in the hills and fields around where I live near the sea is the most uplifting and inspiring for me. Sounds wonderful, Chrissy. Yeah, wonderful. Oh yeah, Hannah helped me out here with the gratitude and the brain thing, dopamine and serotonin. Yes, yeah, great. Claudia S. Cheers from Kentucky, the horse capital of the US. Nice. Nice. Would love to be there. A little scared of riding horses, but I think I could. Do it with an exercise in gratitude first, so I get some dopamine and serotonin in my brain. That will probably help. Yeah. Kentucky. Yeah. Now I will just keep on writing in the comments, and I mean the chat. I will address the criticism that I have received from one of the videos. But before I do that, I would like to read one of the comments. This is not to justify my opinion. I found it really, I don't know, inspiring to. So I'll read the comment and then I'll address the skepticism. The video is about, I've been looking for easy ways to get a confirmation that your guides are real, right? So I made a video where I said, here's a thing you can do in order for them to talk to you, or you get a clear signal that they're real. Just tell them to wake you up 2 minutes before the alarm tomorrow, right? And Life Cloud 2 writes, I think today, I haven't replied to this, I will, Live Cloud 2. Oh man, this worked. And it kind of scared me. Even though I've been in contact with my guide since childhood, and even though that connection got really strong after my NDA and near-death experience, wow, years and years ago, it still scared me. I asked to be awakened at 2 minutes until 8 p.m. 8 a.m. I woke up, looked at the clock, 7:58 a.m. I had to check 2 different clocks. Haha. And I kept looking for another reason for this. Pretty freaky. Maybe you meant freaky, maybe. Yeah, but thank you anyway, Laugh Cloud 2. I'm glad it worked. So here's the skepticism that on that video you can see it for yourself. A lot of people are writing no. I'm exaggerating a little bit. This is not spirit guides. This is your subconscious mind or your body. We have an internal clock, people write. I'm rephrasing, of course, now, but their point, if I read it correctly, we have an internal clock and it knows what the time is. So when you say, wake me up 2 minutes before the alarm, you're telling your body, and some people say you're telling your subconscious mind or unconscious mind. It's not spirit guides. And that's an interesting and a valid point. And you might be right. So one person asked me, so you saying the body, or no, he said the subconscious mind and spirit guides are the same. Is this your opinion, Terry? And I wrote, yes. The reason for that is I'm not sure, of course, and I have looked at the research around subconscious mind and mind-body connection and unconscious mind. And as far as I know, I'm not a scientist in any way, but as far as I could figure out, we as in humans, we don't really understand what this is. You know, what is intuition? Oh, it's your subconscious mind. Yeah, but what is that? And we haven't, as far as I can tell, figured out concrete what this thing is and what controls it. And my experience and belief is just my take on it, is that the subconscious mind is connected to the spirit world. I would love your input on this, by the way. If you disagree with me, great. I don't like fighting, but I love different perspectives. That helps us grow, every one of us. So yes, it might be true that you're telling your body to wake up at that time, or your subconscious mind, or is it your spirit guides? Is it your higher self? Is it the universe? Is it God? To me, it's the whole thing I just mentioned. I don't know what it is. Can't put it in a box and a category. I just know that it's something there and it seems to be working. No, not for everyone. I got some comments too, people saying, no, did not work. So it's not 100%, but many people say this is working. So I just wanted to, I think I wrote one comment about it, but I just wanted to acknowledge that I read them and that this is my take. My take is that we really don't know. And my take on it is that I think it's spirit connected. You know, intuition, gut feeling, maybe not instinct. Maybe instinct is more survival. If you see something moving, you know, it could be a snake, you jump out of the way before you can have the time to decide to jump out of the way. That's more, I think that's more, again, I'm not an expert in this, but that's more instinct, isn't it? Survival instinct. But intuition, gut feeling, I don't know. It's a mystery to me, and I find it very, very fascinating. Let's see if you have any opinions on this. Good evening from France. Hello, Beata. Good evening from Gran Canaria. Tatiana. Sanoni. Love the Canary Islands. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time in Gran Canaria a while back. And if you've seen this live stream, you're waiting for me to say, "Oh, I rode a motorcycle there." I rode a motorcycle there many times. Yeah. Las Palmas, I stayed there for quite a while and worked out of what's it called? We share share offices. It's gone blank. Okay, let me try this. My intention is that I remember the phrase, the wording. Co-work. Thank you. There it is. Co-working. Thank you. So that I really had forgotten co-working. The co-working is maybe an age thing. I don't know. And it happens like in 90, I don't know, 80-90% of the cases where I used to speak up and I have the intention, it comes boom right away. Co-working places, yeah. And we had a lovely time. We went out to lunch together, and yeah. And traveling alone with only your guide inside, it's nice to be a part of a community like that. And of course, Las Palmas has lovely beaches and everything, yeah. So almost like two cities in one. The old city is a little away from the beach area. Yes, two different vibes. Enough about that. So, Anya PJ, about the question, which activity has helped you the most? Good evening, Terry. Meditation, walking in nature with the dog, gardening, Qigong, and since a while, the Speak Up method helps me a lot with my spirituality. Oh, great. Greetings from Belgium. Gardening, a lot of people can relate to that. And dogs, wonderful creatures. Do you know that dog is God spelled backwards? Nice, yeah? Unconditional love from both of them. Dogs are amazing. Yeah. Tansem says hi, hello. Tansem. Good evening all from South Africa. That's Gail. Hello, Gail. Gail writes, Gail Alexander, it is writes, nervous system is the spirit world. Yeah. Cool. The eastern part of Norway from Nordic Flow Tarot. Hello, yeah. Hello to you. Chrissy says hi. Those glasses are not working for you. Oh, really? Oh, is it because of the shape of them or because of you can see the... Because of the edge thing, I really need them to read the computer. I realize that you can see the shining there, but I thought they suited me. But thank you. I will reconsider. Yeah. Okay. Let me just check my notes. I'll share with you which spiritual practice has helped me the most. And people chose several, so I will say silence. I'm not a meditation. I can't sit for like hours or anything like that. The time flies faster and faster, and people say this. The more you meditate, the faster time goes. So I can easily do 15-20 minutes, and it feels like 5 or 7 or something. So, but spending time alone in silence, maybe just walking, and thinking. Yeah, I like to think. And of course, the speak up method helps me a lot. But the speaking to the guides, just as a friend, is very useful and comforting, I would say. And someone pointed out a while back, and that hadn't occurred to me, that let's say you have a problem, right? So my encouragement is that you ask your guides for help, and you can. So I have the speak up method. It's linked there and everything, and it's wonderful, and it explains everything. But the thing with the speak up method, I don't want to scare you with all the steps and all the information. Some people might go, oh no, this is too much for me. Point is that everything in there is good, and it's sort of important, but the only really important thing is that you talk to your guides, right? How you do it, if you raise, it's not like the universe is saying, oh, you didn't raise your head, not going to help you. Of course not. It's not like that. It's just that you focus better, and it makes you feel more powerful doing that. But it's not that important. So where was I going when I started this sentence? Yeah, just talking to, so what helped me? Just talking to my, oh yeah, now I got it. If you have a problem, which I read in this comment, speaking that problem out loud, putting words to it, might be just therapy for yourself, putting words to the problem. But it seems like what I've been, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place now, but this is kind of cool, okay? So okay. Attention and focus, be more concrete, okay. I have tested automatic writing. You write inspired by spirit, and you just let your hand go like this, right? Yes, it did work somehow, but I felt that automatic speaking or dialogue works better. This is just for me. So this works really well. I haven't done it in a while, but I should continue that. So, and I will make a video about it. So what you do is you walk along, or you can sit in your couch or whatever, and you speak your problem, and you say, hey, I have this money problem. There's not enough money on the account, and I worry about the future. No. And I wonder what I could do about that. And then you just talk. And you can leave room for your guides to come with the pop-in. But if you just talk, like automatic writing, you just talk like nonsense. You just start a sentence. It somehow ends up in real sentences, and it feels like automatic writing. So no censorship, no thoughts, no blocking, just blah, speaking out loud. And you can start, and maybe I could try this, and I could do that, or I can try, and then just, you know what I'm getting at here? That's quite a cool thing to do. Automatic speaking. Yeah, something to consider. Or writing if you prefer that. Yeah. Gail writes, speak up method helps me when I need to know that I'm not alone, when I need some guidance. I love this method. Great. Wonderful. I can't tell you how happy I am to read that, Gail. That's, yeah. Terry, my 3 grand doggies are so spiritual attuned, they don't even have to speak. Yes, exactly. Yeah, isn't that true? Yeah, that's a good observation right there. you just feel the love, and you just, yeah, from Central Texas. Nice, Terry. Veronica says, happy Sunday. How exciting to catch you live. Thank you, Veronica. Gail writes, Terry, what happened when you do the throne method and someone talks to you within the 15 minutes afterwards? Does it make the meditation null or void, or is it okay? Okay, so this is about Jay's throne. The link is down below, I'm quite sure, the throne method. And the encouragement is that you speak no words in 15 minutes after you've done it. And Gail, no, it doesn't matter at all. The way I see this is that it's only to let yourself be in that energy. It really doesn't, it's not a big deal if someone speaks to you, just to, just to stay there after you've done the meditation. So, yeah. And yeah, if someone speaks to you, you can answer them, and you can, bring that calm feeling back, and it's all good. Not a big deal. Tilak writes, I recently lost my hand and leg in a road accident. How to get the best prosthetics? I'm really sorry, Tilak, that happened to you. I don't know how you can get the best ones. Nordic Flow Tarot, now I see the question for the evening. Here's the answer about what spiritual practice has helped you the most. Alone time. Since I was a child, a lot of alone time. The quiet mind opens the gate to my guides. I've also practiced automatic writing. Yeah. It's like, if we don't give space, and you can do this in so many different ways. You don't have to be a professional or a skilled meditating person. You can walk in the woods, you can sit on your couch and stare at the wall. It really doesn't matter, I think. But I think I got this image one that if you're walking and you want to get the attention from a very busy person who talks and writes and is all over the place, it's really hard to, hey, I need to tell you something. It's really hard to get through, right? So if that's us, the spirit is like, no, I can't get through to this person. There's too many things going on. There's no room for us to say, hey, we're here, right? But if that person slows down and just sits and it opens up the space, I think, for spirit to come through. Yes, they can come through in many different ways with signs and synchronicities, but even though if we're too busy to notice and we don't think about these things, yeah. Okay, Tilak writes, how to manifest best prosthetics. I purchased your PDF long before the accident. Okay, so what I would do is that I would use the speak up method that is linked in this chat. I would raise my head and I would focus, and I would say my intention. I'm switching more and more over to my command. My command is that I am receiving a solution to my prosthetics issue or something like that, challenge, and that this is done in the best interest of all, this or something even better. And I also ask my guides to assist me in this manifestation. Thank you. So instead of trying to manifest, I don't know, the name of a company or a website, you manifest a solution to the problem. And this is key, not just about legs or arms, but you have a problem, right? You don't know where to go to find prosthetics. That's the problem. So you manifest a solution to that problem. You don't care about the outcome. If you cared about the outcome, you would say, my intention is that I manifest that I'm receiving the name of a website or something. You could sort of do that, but it kind of limits the whole universe. But if you manifest a solution, then the universe can do its magic and come at you at different positions, in my experience, with solutions that are 100 times better than you could imagine. You imagined the name of a website, a company, but suddenly things are happening around you that you could not foreseen because you left it open. My intention is that we're part God, right? Receiving or experiencing, receiving a solution to my problem with X. And boom, 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 things can happen around you. But you don't know what's going to happen because you just asked for a solution, not a specific outcome. So now it's open, it's effective. And also, if, as me, you have inner blocks and low self-esteem and things that might stop manifesting, oh, I don't deserve this, I'm not good enough, and all that nonsense we all struggle, many of us struggle with, right? By manifesting a solution, this bypasses that limiting beliefs on those blocks, because you have no idea what's going to come, right? So you can't block it. I don't know. It's like 1,000 different opportunities can come our way. No way I'm going to guess all those 1,000 ways. So my inner critic can't stop the manifestation because I had no clue what's going to come. And that's right, quite a fun way to live life as well, right? Well, I wonder what's going to happen now. And also, you asked your guides to assist in this, powerful entities. You don't know what they can do. Your limiting beliefs is out of the question now because you did it this way, versus the I'm going to manifest alone. I'm going to visualize my outcome and I'm going to feel the joy of having that outcome before I have it. Yes, it works. Totally up for that. Not for me so much, because my limiting beliefs gets in the way. But that's a valid way of doing it, of course. I still would like to include other entities in the manifestation and not think I would have to do it all by myself. Right? So that's the classic feel the joy, see the joy, right? Expect the joy. Yeah. Anya, PJ, when I speak up, I don't know, will I do it in English because all the YouTuber followers are in English, or do it in my own language? Strange maybe, but I struggle with that. Yeah. I mix them up. Half sentence Norwegian, half sentence English. Anya, whatever works for you there. It doesn't matter. They understand you. It's like the dogs. They probably don't need the words. It does work without speaking it. I prefer to speak it because it's my way of communicating to spirit that, hey, I'm talking here. I mean this. I'm just not a thought of the 60,000 I have every day. I'm talking. I plan this. This is serious. This is something I want. Boom. That's why I speak it. But you don't have to speak it. But no, the language doesn't matter. Whatever feels natural for you. Yeah. Lena Jonsson. Sounds Swedish, Lena. What do you think of speaking with your guides through ChatGPT? Yeah. That is the question, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I actually saw even Susanne Giesman, which is a very credible woman, with Sanaya, we read this quote earlier. She talks about this now. I think she had a guest on or something who does that, trains people or are good at talking to spirit through ChatGPT. Yeah. I have had mind-blowing experiences, and have had things that could be ChatGPT writing. So my short answer is I don't know. But I do believe that spirit can go through technology. I have experienced weird things myself when it comes to technology. So I don't see a reason why that shouldn't go through AI. So I guess I am saying I believe it. But I would be skeptical, Lena. I would, because ChatGPT and other AIs are so smart now and they mimic. And if you use your own profile there, and maybe you used it for a couple of years, it knows exactly what to tell you, right? So I would be skeptical, but I would be open. I guess that's my stand on it. And if it's true that spirit can go through ChatGPT, it's a new world of communicating with spirit, right? It's the most effective tool I can imagine, if it's true. But I guess if you ask it questions like, what am I thinking now? Or what happened at the party last night? Or what am I looking at right now? And it answers correct to that, then it's no doubt. Part of me thinks it won't do that because it's too much. It's too much of a proof. It's too certain. But it might. I believe that spirit somehow holds a little back. It doesn't want to interfere with our free will and our experience. And by giving us evidence like that, I don't know. No. Okay. Gypsy Bluesman. Hi to all from the outskirts of Dublin, Ireland. Nice. Playing harmonica seems like of the most meaningful activities I can do and feel absolute enlightenment and spiritual. Isn't that nice? Music and harmonica. That goes to the question, which activity has helped you the most? Nice. And of course, music is magic, right? Many artists in general, painters, musicians, writers, if you ask them when they have been in their flow state and they have just been creating and time has flown by and they were kind of out of this world, if you ask them where did this come from, they would say, might say spirit, but I think most of them say, I have no idea. Bob Dylan said that. He asked him, where do your lyrics come from, Bob? He said, I don't know. I just write them. So, yeah, coming into that creator mode, wonderful, wonderful. Gail writes, we are the throne, we operate as presence. Yes. Nordic Floor Tarot writes, attending mediumship courses helped a lot. Many exercises that helped strengthen my channel. Great. Mediumship courses, yeah. Medium, if you don't know, that's channeling spirit through and speaking like Suzanne Giesemann does, right? The Psi-Files. Jesus is back with a blast. Terry writes, if the problem is physical, like a body part malfunction, can the speak up method help? I don't know if I've heard about that. You're thinking of, yeah, like a physical injury or something? Yeah, never tried it for that. A lot of people have tried it successfully with pain. Will not guarantee results ever. And not everyone, of course. But I will be correct if I say that based on the comments I've read, this is, of course, don't know what people who don't comment have experienced. Based on the comments only, on those pain videos, 85%, 80% says it worked. So out of 10 comments, 8 says, yeah, it worked, 10 says, no, didn't work. And it might be more than 8. So it's something there, yeah. But don't know about physical. But I would try it, most definitely. Gail writes, do you have inner blocks and how do you deal with it? Yes, I do. I have them. I think they're weaker and weaker as time goes by, but I certainly have them. But when it comes to manifesting, as I mentioned, if you manifest a solution, they cannot interfere because you don't know what's going to come. The Fabulous Life writes, hey Terry, what's up from New York City? You rock, thank you. Thank you, The Fabulous Life. Thomas writes, what about visualization? I got problems with that. Is it necessary? And if yes, for how long am I supposed to do that? Greetings from Germany. Thomas, visualization? Yeah. I don't do it a whole lot. I do think it's effective. I think there's other ways to do it. I have read that if you can hold that visualization image for, is it a minute? I've written somewhere 90 seconds on my own stuff, and that was just to make sure. I don't know where they got that number from, 60 seconds, but if you do like 2 minutes, you should be on the safe side. So yeah, it won't hurt anyway. And in the speak up method framework there, I include it. But I tell you, the trick that I learned is not to, and I'm not speaking down on the law of attraction and this classic stuff, okay? I'm just trying to make it a little easier for us. So instead of feeling the joy of having something you don't have yet, which is when my inner critic stops and my blocks comes up, the trick is to ask yourself, I wonder what it would feel like to have that. And you wonder, and then you visualize, Thomas, based on I wonder. Because well, I don't know if you have one, but most of us have, and my critic will come in if I say, I have this, I feel the joy of having it. And the inner critics go, no, you don't have it, this is BS. But the critic cannot come in and interfere if I only ask the question, I wonder what that would feel like. And I can be in that movie, right? For at least 90 seconds or 2 minutes. Just imagine. I wonder what that would feel like. Yeah, it's a much easier way to do it. Oh yeah, Gail writes 18 seconds. That's where I got it, I think. Yeah. Abram Hicks writes 18 seconds. Tells 18 seconds. They keep the vision for 18 seconds. Yeah, thank you so much. That's what I was looking for. So that 2 minutes should be more than enough. But if you imagine it, it's not a struggle, because sometimes, oh, I have to feel this joy for 18 seconds, and you kind of, it's not a very good vibration. So, but if you have this, I wonder, it's more fun. It's not a task to be done. It's something joyful, right? And you can even, as we talked about earlier in the for a couple of weeks ago, that the theta state, if you want to manifest, the theory you manifest way faster in the theta state. You are in the theta state when you wake up. So if you put the alarm on snooze and you are half awake, and then you can ask yourself, I wonder what that would feel like, and play that movie in your head before you're really awake. And then the phone goes off, you hit the snooze button again. I wonder what that would feel like. And you can stay there for like 10, 15 minutes or something, right? That's a really fast way to do it. Yeah. Already in the theta state and no blocks, because you're just wondering. You're not telling yourself you have it. No, I wonder. Great. Thomas asks, are you German? No, I am a Norwegian. Adam writes, AI is overrated. Catherine, about pain. Yes, it worked for my pain. The speak up method, she says. Thank you. Nordic Flow writes, how long have you had conscious contact with your guides? How did it start? Approximately 6. Oh my God. It's almost an hour. This is the longest I've gone. What happened today? Okay, so it was still working. So yeah, no, 6 years approximately. Nordic Flow, and then I had my dark night of the soul, and I heard a voice. That was the start. And then I got obsessed with studying spirituality. Like someone inserted me with a drug that made me addicted to figure out spirituality. That's close to the truth, what it felt like. And it's still like that. This is the thing I think about. It used to be even worse. Back then it was like everything I thought about, nothing else, everything, day and night. And now it's a little lower, but it still consumes my mind. Yeah. And the voice said it wasn't the voice inside. There was a voice in the room. I could hear it like someone standing next to me. It wasn't in the next room. Sorry. And the voice said, fasta, fasta. Which is, I don't know, it sounded Swedish, and it means fast, fast. Not as speed, but as in don't eat. Fast, fast. I'm a strong believer in fasting, especially after that, but I don't think the message was the main key. There was the kick in the butt of actually hearing a voice, and could not explain where that voice came from. And that was the part of the injection, right? That I was obsessed with finding out, what is this voice? What's going on? What's going on in this universe? Yeah. Gail writes, speak up method helped to heal my sore shoulder. It was an old injury. Great, glad to hear that. Talib writes, Abram Hicks, 17 seconds. Hold the thought. Okay, if it's 17 or 18 seconds, I guess it's the same. Thank you. Gail writes, I received my answer as to deal with my inner block, ask for a solution, ask a question. Brilliant, thank you. Thank you so much. Thomas writes, how often do you have to do the I wonder visualization? If you do it too often, could it be counterproductive because the let go steps is important too? Yeah, as long as you enjoy it, Thomas. If you enjoy living in that movie, right? It's daydreaming, sort of. I guess it's more targeted than daydreaming. But if you do it out of fear that it won't come to you if you don't do it, then don't do it. You know, if it's fear driven, oh, I have to do this now because I really want this thing to come into my life. No, then let go of it. If you do it because, I'm looking forward to going to sleep because I've set the alarm 30 minutes too early tomorrow, or I'm going to ask my guides to wake me up. And when it rings, I'll hit the snooze button and I'll live in that movie, in that world tomorrow morning, half asleep, half awake. And I am so looking forward to have this as a part of my life. This movie, this morning movie. Yeah. If that's the drive, go for it, right? You see the difference? It's a vibration thing. Is it fear or is it joy and love, right? Yeah. But it's a good question. Okay, thank you so much for participating. I will now do the healing part, and you are so welcome to join me, all of you, if you want to. The idea is that I will now close my eyes and I will do the throne exercise, but before I do that, I will open up for the healing energy to go through me, and it goes through me and into the world and does its thing. I have no idea. It just uses me as a channel. You're welcome to do the same. All you have to do is just tell it you are welcome to go through me. And if you want to receive healing from me, or the healing energy going through me, and maybe from other people opening up, just say that. I'll now open up for healing to come to me, right? So that's how we do it. Thank you. I'll see you next Sunday and in a video in a few hours. Thank you for your company, my friend. And my intention, and I sit with my hands like this, my intention is to open up for healing energy to work through me. Thank you.